Hey guys, it's a Frozen 2 fanboy 2004 here, and welcome back to another video. And for this video, I'm gonna be giving you guys my quick thoughts on the new Karate Kid movie that Sony just announced yesterday. And yeah, so this there's gonna be a new Karate Kid movie, which I believe is the Karate Kid 5, and it's gonna be taking place with the original Karate Kid franchise. And and yeah, so I'm sure everyone knows that I'm a huge fan of Cobra Kai. Thinking about it, Cobra Kai is now officially my third favorite show of all time. Behind Stranger Things and Hawkeye. They'll always be on my two. They'll always be on my two favorite shows. But I now prefer Cobra Kai over A Queen's Gambit. So yeah, and I'm also a huge fan of karate. Karate is my favorite sport. I've been taking karate for 4 years now, and although I haven't gone back to the karate training because the dojo was moving and renovating, so I'm gonna wait for a new dojo so they're actually moving and I'm just waiting. So yeah, but that said, and I'm sure you guys know that I love the original Karate Kid. Karate Kid 1984 is a classic. It's still my favorite movie in 1984 to this day. And yeah, I'm sure you guys know that we haven't really had a good Karate Kid movie since the Karate Kid Part 3. And yes, people, I defend the Karate Kid Part 3. I think Karate Kid Part 3 is a guilty pleasure. I think it's a pretty good movie. But the next Karate Kid and the Karate Kid remake are terrible. They kind of like made me lose my faith in the Karate Kid saga until Cobra Kai came. I remember like when Cobra Kai was announced, like as a sequel to the Karate Kid, showing Johnny and the Daniels being grown up. I remember a lot of people were skeptical about it. They all thought it was a bad idea and it was unnecessary. And then when Cobra Kai came out, it absolutely surprised everyone. It became so successful, and it became one of my favorite shows of all time, along right up there with Stranger Things and Hawkeye. And I'm hearing that the same. I'm actually hearing the same reactions from people, like how they reacted to Cobra Kai when it was first announced. Like they're all saying like that it wasn't it's not necessary. We don't need another Karate Kid movie. Well, in my personal opinion, I think it is 1,000,000% needed, and not only that, but I think this has potential to be the best Karate Kid movie ever made, even like surpassing the original. I doubt it'll be. I honestly, I personally doubt it'll be as good as Cobra Kai, but let's see. Yeah, this is definitely nowadays one of my most anticipated movies. This is my second most anticipated movie of 2024, second only behind Thunderbolts. Also, my third most anticipated movie of all time behind Avengers: Secret Wars and Thunderbolts. So yeah, no, I think this is a great idea. I love that they're bringing back the Karate Kid and actually bringing back the original trilogy. They're bringing back Daniel LaRusso. Yeah, you can't have the Karate Kid without Daniel LaRusso, which is why the next Karate Kid was a failure. I mean, yes, it did have Mr. Miyagi, but no Daniel LaRusso, no Karate Kid. I think people say that Mr. Miyagi is the center of Karate Kid, but personally, but to be fair, actually Daniel is the true center of Karate Kid, not Mr. Miyagi. Mr. Miyagi is just the mentor. He's just there to guide the Daniels. So when the time comes when they pass this, Daniel can take on full responsibility for himself. And Karate Kid reboot was also terrible. Thank God they're not bringing that back. Um, my one concern, however, with this movie is that this leaked plot I read. This is a leaked plot. Basically this Chinese boy, 17-year-old, super short for his age, speaks Mandarin and English. He moves to America. This girl gets bullied, and then he's taught kung fu and stuff. Yeah, I think I read this leaked plot. It was a month before, like when this movie was rumored and stuff. Yeah, it was leaked, and there's a leaked plot. I hope they don't use this plot. Yeah, I hope they don't use this plot because it might ruin the potential. It could be another bad Karate Kid movie, and we might just as well just stick to Cobra Kai. What I think should happen in this movie, honestly, there should be, like, I mean, how do I say this? There's so many plot points they should make. I mean, I'm not. Oh yeah, there's so many ideas that could happen in this movie. There like people rumor like there's gonna be it could be a young Mr. Miyagi movie, a prequel. It could be a young John Kreese prequel. But most people say that this is going to serve as the finale to Cobra Kai, with Cobra Kai, like the Cobra Kai series will stop at season six, and then the movie will be the grand finale of this entire saga, and then we're also going to be getting spin-offs like young Mr. Miyagi spin-off, a young John Cree spin-off. I'd be down for a Kim Da Yun spin-off. That'll be awesome. Yeah, this is like pretty much the Stranger Things, except it's lighthearted. This is becoming like the Stranger Things 2.0 at this point. Yeah, I'm sure you guys know. I'm gonna talk about Stranger Things spin-offs in the future, but this we're focusing on Cobra Kai slash Karate. So here's my prediction. I think this movie should focus on Daniel Larusso and his family. I think they should make Samantha the main kid character. I mean, Miguel has always been the main kid character in Cobra Kai, but I think this movie should have Samantha Larusso as the main character. Despite she's in college, she'll still be stick around. And then we'll have also have Anthony Larusso be a main character. And maybe the Johnny will also be there. And I also want them. I think they should introduce a new character as well. Call me Stranger Things bias, but I love to see. I'd be down to see Say Sing join this movie. That'll be awesome if Say Sing joins this Karate Kid movie. Or maybe a teen actress, maybe Chloe Grace Moretz, or maybe a teen actor. I can imagine Tom Holland being in this movie. That'd be cool, but I don't know. It's pretty unrealistic, but we'll see if they'll. But I want to see an A-list actor in here because all these other cast are just A-listers for TV shows, with the exception of Peyton List, because Peyton List is probably the only A-list actress and A-list star in here. Because I mean, I'm sure you know Peyton List as the bully in the live action Diary for Making films. Peyton List was the bully, and I think Tori should return as well. But I think the kids that we always see, I think they're gonna get the smaller roles, and they're gonna focus on the adults. Just like in Cobra Kai season 5, the adults will be the main characters. I mean, the adults were the main characters. Um, and yeah, now, what should be the title for this film? I think I think a perfect title for this film would be The Last Karate Kid. That would be a pretty cool title, a pretty interesting title, because The Last Karate, or maybe the next Karate Kid, or maybe I don't know. I mean, we already had a movie titled The Next Karate Kid, and that movie sucked. So I'm not the one with this movie title. The Last Karate Kid is just my idea, and it's not even the best idea, because like, who's gonna be the last Karate Kid? And of course, like, there's gonna be like everyone's gonna be a new Karate Kid, so there's no way there's gonna be a last one. Or unless if maybe they're referring to Daniel as the last Karate Kid. I mean, the last student of Mr. Miyagi, something like that. But yeah, I'm hyped for this film nonetheless. I think this could be the best Karate Kid movie. So that's all for my but for my thoughts on the upcoming Karate Kid movie. Are you excited for the Karate Kid movies? What do you think could happen in this film? Comment down below, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned for my review on Pinocchio: A True Story. Bye guys.